In this video, I'm going to work through numbers 1 through 5 on your homework so that if you're stuck, you can find out how to get unstuck. The first problem, we're going to undo a minus 13 with a plus 13. And we're going to find that x squared equals 156 plus 13, which is 169. We're going to undo that with a square root and find that x equals plus or minus 13. Number 2. These are the hardest type that you'll have with the parentheses. Remember, when you see the parentheses and the x inside of it, we're looking first at how things are connected to the parenthesis, not necessarily to the x. So I'm going to be looking first at these things that are highlighted pink. The plus 4 can be undone with a minus 4. We find that 3 times x plus 2 squared equals 13 minus 4, which is 9. As we move up the order of operations, we get to multiplication. We'll undo a times 3 with divide 3. Find that x plus 2 squared equals 9 divided by 3, which is 3. And then we'll undo the squared with a square root. We're going to find that x plus 2 equals plus or minus the square root of 3. And the last step is to send that plus 2 to the other side. Remember, when it crosses that equal sign, it becomes a negative 2. And we're going to find that x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 3. Remember, after you square root anything, you must add the plus minus, and after that, you freeze it in place, and anything that moves from the left side to the right side must go in front of the plus minus. So x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 3. Number 3 is pretty basic. I would use my calculator to help me solve this one. It's just simply simplifying. You can undo x squared with a square root and find that x equals plus or minus the square root of 84, which simplifies to 2 square roots of 21. So x equals plus or minus 2 square roots of 21. Number 4. The 8 is connected to the x by addition. We're going to undo it with subtraction. We're going to find that x squared divided by 20 is equal to 15 minus 8, which is 7. We're going to undo a divide 20 with a times 20 and find that x squared equals 7 times 20, which is 140. And when we square root both sides, we're going to find that x equals plus or minus the square root of 140, which simplifies to 2 square roots of 35. So your final answer is x equals plus or minus 2 square roots of 35. Number 5. The 6 is connected to the x squared by multiplication. We're going to undo it with division. Find that x squared equals 150 divided by 6, which is 25. We're going to undo the squared with a square root and find that x equals plus or minus 5. X could be positive 5, it could be negative 5.